Hey everyone, and welcome to the video today, and I hope you're all having a great day. This will be a video on how to get all 400 Pokemon in the Paldean Pokedex. I finally done it. It took me I think 2 weeks and a bit, so I'm quite happy there. I will admit there were a few Pokemon which I'll go over quickly now, being Poltergeist and King's Gambit, that I did have troubles with. If you go onto YouTube, you can find guides for those specifically, but once you go onto your Pokedex and you get all 400, you then have to speak to Mr. Jacques after receiving a message on the sort of Battle Pass-esque Pokemon rewards progress at the bottom of the Pokedex there. Mr. Jacques will then give you the Shiny Charm. The Shiny Charm basically increases your chance of encountering shiny Pokemon out in the wild and in battle, as well as from surprise eggs as well. So the Shiny Charm's awesome, and then the director will then come over and give you a certificate, but that's all well and good, but how do you get all 400 Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? Because obviously things like Paradox Pokemon and exclusive Pokemon, as well as the starters. Well, let's start with the actual starters themselves. So I've actually got a video that I'll put on screen now, and as well as a sort of card and in the description. This video actually goes over how to get the starters really easily. If you guys want, by the way, Fuecoco, Sprigatito or Quaxly, put a comment in the description and I'll give you one. Like, genuinely, I've got hundreds of them at this point, but essentially what you have to do is link trade. If you type in different codes, if you go online, you can actually find the different link codes for each specific Pokemon in the Pokedex, and you can trade with that with the sort of, each Pokemon has like a counterpart Pokemon. Say for example, Quaxly could have Fuecoco, and there's like a code range for that, and if you type in that code, you can get lucky and get a Pokemon. The only Pokemon that I struggled with here was Quaxly. I found it really hard to get Quaxly. I don't know why. I don't know if anybody else had that issue at all. But the other one for me is Surprise Trade. Surprise Trade is really underrated. If you do this at the start of the game, just catch like a whole load of Lechonks or I don't know, Pawmies for example, and then just send them out into the open. You can get anything. I've had some version exclusive Pokemon from this method as well. Another way of getting Pokemon is from Terra Raid and Max Raid battles. If you go into the raids, you can actually again get version exclusive Pokemon, and you can get Pokemon that are quite difficult to evolve as well, and it's quite good that way. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Another method is obviously just going out in the wild and catching said Pokemon, but you know, it's just one of those things really. You just got to go out and get lucky for some Pokemon. Use your Pokedex. If you go onto, I think if you press the plus button on each entry, it will show you its habitat. And like I said, if you just, sometimes you got to get lucky. But with the version exclusive Pokemon, what you can also do, now that I think about it, is if you go onto either Twitter or Reddit, you can actually just ask for people for help. YouTube comment section on more popular videos as well is another sort of method to do this. I had to ask somebody on Twitter who they were really helpful. I'll probably give them a shout out on Twitter just because they were like super helpful in actually giving me these sort of Violet exclusive Pokemon, because I had Pokemon Scarlet, and doing it that way. The only Pokemon that you're really going to have trouble with is obviously the Paradox Pokemon and the main legendary, either Miraidon or Koraidon. Again, you will have to ask someone. What I suggest doing is a touch trade, which is essentially, if you don't want to lose that Pokemon, just ask someone really nicely, someone that you have trust with obviously, just to say like, hi, can I touch trade you this Pokemon and can I have it back, and they can do it that way. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. That's been sort of some tips on how to complete the Pokedex and what happens when you get the Pokedex. Obviously you get some rewards in terms of XP, Pokeballs, items. You get the Shiny Charm, as well as a certificate from Game Freak and the Pokemon Company basically saying thank you so much for playing our game. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.